This live stream brought to you by the Excelsior Citizen and these generous sponsors. The Simmons Sales Team, your hometown realtors. Our Excelsior Springs Hospital, where better care is right in your backyard.
Whether we're talking about our dedication to restoring power outages, our pursuit of safety, or providing the best member experience possible, we are relentless in serving our communities.
Since 1974, Chuck Anderson Ford has proudly served the community's automotive needs. From new and pre-owned vehicles to parts and service, they've been there in the past and they'll be there in the future. Visit Chuck Anderson Ford today. Find out how you can advertise with Excelsior Springs' #1 community resource. Visit ExcelsiorCitizen.com today.
Good morning in progress.
Yeah.
Yes. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is 6 o'clock, and I call our City Council meeting for November 18, 2024 to order. We'll begin with an opening prayer by Pastor James Wesley from Main Street Baptist Church, and that will be followed by our Pledge of Allegiance.
Let us pray. Eternal God, our Father, we come again, Lord, to say thank you. We first must recognize who you are and what you do, Father, so we give you all praise, honor, and glory. Father, I pray for this panel. I pray for those who are laboring for the good of this city. Then, Lord, I also lift up those who will come before them, Lord, with their proposal. May it be a beneficial for all who reside in this place. This we ask in Jesus' precious name. Amen.
Amen. Before we pledge allegiance, I would just remind everyone to continue to lift up Pastor Wesley's wife, Janet, in prayer. She's having some pretty serious health issues. We're praying for her, brother. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Pastor.
All right. Will the city clerk read the roll call of council members, please?
Councilman Rennie?
Yes.
Councilman McGovern?
Present.
Councilman St. John?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Spear?
Yes.
Mayor Spawn?
Yes. Do we have any visitors who would like to address the council this evening? Seeing and hearing none, I won't have to go through my little spiel about the 5 minutes. All right. We will move on to the minutes from the regular city council meeting of November 4th. I'll entertain a motion to approve those minutes.
I make a motion to approve the minutes of the regular city council meeting of November 4th. Second.
All in favor of approving the minutes from the regular city council meeting of November 4th, 2024, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Minutes are approved. And now I'll entertain a motion to approve the agenda as it is printed and presented before you.
Make a motion to approve the agenda as written for tonight's city council meeting.
Second.
Roll call, Shannon.
Councilman St. John?
Yes.
Councilman Rennie?
Yes.
Councilman McGovern?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Spear?
Yes.
Mayor Spawn?
Yes. Agenda is approved. First item on the agenda this evening is a presentation from the University of Missouri Extension Office from Ms. Julie Riddle. So would you join me at the front of the dais?
Yes.
And I'm going to invite Ms. Laura, our neighborhood specialist, to join me as well. She is largely responsible for this.
Not as much as the residents of Excelsior Springs.
Well, it takes a village.
Yes.
Okay.
So good evening. My name is Julie Riddle, and I'm a faculty at University of Missouri Extension. I work in community development. And you all probably know this more than most, that a city thrives not merely on its infrastructure or economic prowess, but on the strength of its social bonds. And few of these are as impactful as the connections forged between neighbors. Strong neighborhood connections in a city help foster resilience, social cohesion, a sense of belonging in place, increased engagement, safety, and collective well-being. Improvement in each of these areas actually takes stress off of the city for services. Being an engaged neighbor and getting to know your neighbors helps prevent future problems and disagreements, builds social capital, improves your physical and mental health, reduces neighborhood crime, and fends off loneliness, increasing trust and protecting home investments. Missouri Good Neighbor Week was signed into law in 2021. And one goal of that week is to encourage neighbor-to-neighbor engagement and relationship building. This year, we added a city-level competition to the week, and cities earn points based on the number of residents reporting acts of neighboring, the acts reported, being nominated as an engaged neighbor, or being named as one of the state's most engaged neighbors, signing proclamations, organizing events and activities that place an emphasis on becoming more engaged with the folks that you live with. This year we had 118 Missouri cities score points, 13 cities organized neighborhood campaigns, and we have 5 cities being recognized as the most neighborly in Missouri. And I'm very, very proud to present this award to Excelsior Springs, a medium city with a population of 5,000 to 15,000. First place, the most neighborly medium-sized city in Missouri.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Laura. Let's get a picture. Okay.
You're hiding behind.
Excelsior Springs, this is what the judges said. Excelsior Springs is new to the neighboring movement, but the effort there is gaining momentum with special campaigns, a community event, an emphasis on neighbors gathering, and a city employee focused on neighborhood engagement and a very involved participant in Neighboring 101. She's also a recent graduate of the Neighborhood Leadership Academy. She's done tremendous work toward getting city residents engaged with each other, building a network of locally engaged neighbors. So on behalf of Emil Extension, congratulations.
Thank you, Julie.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Julie.
Yes, thank you so much.
And I received this on behalf of the city, and I'm going to pass that on to Ms. Laura, because if it were not for her, we probably wouldn't be standing here this evening. So thank you, Ms. Laura, for everything you do. That's pretty remarkable. #1 out of 118 cities in Missouri. Huh?
Yes.
You should be very proud.
Very impressed. All right, #2 on the agenda tonight is consideration of filing dates for 2025 municipal election. Shannon Stroud will give the details of this agenda item to the council.
Good evening, Madam Mayor and members of the City Council. This is consideration of filing dates for the 2025 municipal election. The election is April 8th of 2025. The first day to file is December 10th at 8 a.m. and the last day to file is December 31st at 5 p.m. We certify the ballot on January 28th. There is one position open this year. The thing that you have in front of you is for notification to the general public. It will be put in the Town and Country and the Standard the week of Thanksgiving and the first week in December. And packets from Clay and Ray County have been reviewed, and there are no changes this year. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
All right, all this will need is a simple motion to accept this date. I'll entertain such a motion.
Move to approve consideration of filing dates for 2025 municipal election.
Second.
Roll call, Shannon?
Councilman McGovern,
Yes.
Councilman St. John,
Yes.
Councilman Rennie,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Spear,
Yes.
Mayor Spawn.
Yes.
Thank you.
And I guess it's memory muscle. I knew you were standing there, but I said roll call, and I looked over here.
Following everything else.
All right, third item on the agenda is consideration of amending the schedule of fees of the municipal code related to golf rates. Ordinance number 24-11-04, and our city manager, Molly McGovern, will...
Well, or Austin is here.
Austin is here.
That's the man.
Okay, come on. We got
All right.
the man with the plan.
Awesome. Good evening, Council. On behalf of the Excelsior Springs Golf Course, each year we do a market analysis to compare our rates to local city courses. What we've come up with this year is that our daily fee structure, we're going to increase each rate by $2. And then on our memberships, our highest tier membership is going to increase by about $100. Our next tier down membership is going to increase also by $100, and then our lower tier membership by $25. I believe you guys have all seen the packet, so if you have any questions, feel free to allow me to answer them for you.
I know we had quite a bit of conversation in our work session, but bears repeating. Several of us that travel around the country, there's two things that come to mind when people hear where you're from. One is the Elms Hotel, and the other one's the golf course. So just kudos to you and the team for just an incredible golf course that draws, I know, people from around the country.
Thank you. We appreciate that, and we appreciate you guys supporting us. So.
And for those who are watching online tonight, I will just reiterate that I related a story at our work session. I won't go into the details of that story, but talking to a guy in a hardware store, and he had nothing but praises for a golf course. He used to travel a sales route all over the nation and played a lot of golf in his spare time. He said this is one of the finest courses he's ever played. So thank you guys for your efforts. All right, this is an ordinance and will require 2 readings. For the first reading, an ordinance amending the schedule of fees, Title I, Appendix A of the Municipal Code related to golf course fees. I'll entertain a motion to take ordinance number 24-11-04 to second reading.
I move that we take ordinance number 24-11-04, consideration of amending the schedule of fees of the municipal code related to golf rates, to second reading.
Second.
Roll call, Shannon?
Councilman Rennie,
Yes.
Councilman McGovern,
Yes.
Councilman St. John,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Spear,
Yes.
Mayor Spawn.
Yes. And for the second reading, an ordinance amending the schedule of fees, Title I, Appendix A of the Municipal Code related to golf course fees. I'll entertain a motion to approve ordinance number 24-11-04.
I'll make a motion we approve ordinance 24-11-04, consideration of amending the schedule of fees of the municipal code related to golf course rates.
Second.
Roll call, Shannon?
Councilman St. John,
Yes.
Councilman Rennie,
Yes.
Councilman McGovern,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Spear,
Yes.
Mayor Spawn.
Yes. Ordinance is approved. Thank you, Austin.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Agenda item number 4 is consideration of 2025 Regional Household Hazardous Waste Collection Program, ordinance number 24-11-05. Andy Starkbaum, our project specialist, will present on behalf of Chad Birdsong, our Director of
Yeah, it's
Public Works.
unfortunate, yeah, but, you know, I'm here tonight. Good evening, Mayor and Council. Please find the attached intergovernmental agreement between the MARC Solid Waste Management District and Excelsior Springs. This is a yearly event we do. We've asked for a contract of $11,991.56 for the 2025 year. Around September we'll be doing it. Last year, we used Lawson and Richmond resources and ourselves to drop around 7,150 pounds of hazardous materials. So it's a worthwhile project, and we asked that we can keep that going for our community.
Excellent. Any questions for Andy?
Yeah, any questions? I'll try to find through what we've got here for past and present. So.
Not a question, but I was in that line of, I didn't have the 7,150 pounds. But just kudos to the team. That was just a well-oiled machine. It's an operation that works very well, and I know it serves a really good need here in the community. And again, kudos to the team. I think there was a little lightning, a little thunder, a little rain that day, but
inclement, that's for sure.
Trooped right through it, so
yeah.
I appreciate that very much.
All right, again, this is an ordinance. We'll require 2 readings. For the first reading, an ordinance authorizing the city to enter into an intergovernmental agreement with the Mark Solid Waste Management District relating to the Regional Household Hazardous Waste Collection Program. I'll entertain a motion to take ordinance number 24-11-05 to second reading.
I make a motion to take ordinance 24-11-05, consideration of 2025 Regional Household Hazardous Waste Collection Program, to second reading.
Second.
Roll call, Shannon?
Councilman McGovern?
Yes.
Councilman St. John?
Yes.
Councilman Rainey?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Spear?
Yes.
Mayor Spawn?
Yes. And for the second reading, an ordinance authorizing the city to enter into an intergovernmental agreement with the Mark Solid Waste Management District relating to the Regional Household Hazardous Waste Collection Program. I'll entertain a motion to approve ordinance number 24-11-05.
Move to approve ordinance 24-11-5, consideration of 2025 Regional Household Hazardous Waste Collection Program.
Second.
Roll call, Shannon?
Councilman St. John?
Yes.
Councilman McGovern?
Yes.
Councilman Rainey?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Spear?
Yes.
Mayor Spawn?
Yes. Ordinance is approved.
Well, thank you.
Next item on the agenda is consideration of engineering contract with Lamprey Earson for 2025 streetscape maintenance project, resolution number 1534. And again, we'll have Mr. Starkbaum deliver on behalf of Chad Birdsall.
Yes, this is our yearly streetscape program. You've got the example we've provided in the back of the packet. There'll be a number of streets with the UBAS, and we're going to do base repairs again like we've done in the past. This is a contract that we've been very successful with Lamprey Earson. Most of the work that they did the last 2 years has been well received, and we look forward to working with them in the future. The construction aspect is about $1.4 million, and their funding would be $100,000 for the engineering and design. They're going off of our maps that we've been provided when we did the assessment mapping. So it's been a big process for us to know where our streets are and which ones we can kind of salvage without having to do total reconstruction in the future. So we're looking forward to making this happen. Consider it tonight, please. Thank you.
Any questions for Andy on this resolution? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to approve resolution number 1534, a resolution approving a task order from Lamprey Earson, Inc. related to the engineering services for the 2025 streetscape maintenance project.
I move we approve resolution number 1534, consideration of engineering contract with Lamprey Earson for 2025 streetscape maintenance project.
Second.
Roll call, Shannon?
Councilman Rainey?
Yes.
Councilman McGovern?
Yes.
Councilman St. John?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Spear?
Yes.
Mayor Spawn?
Yes. Resolution is approved. Thank you, Andy. And
Thank you.
We have one more.
yes, we got one more.
The big one.
Yeah, next item on the agenda, number 6, is consideration of notice of award and approval of the agreement to Mega KC for Dry Fork Greenway Project, resolution number 1535. And what better person to speak to this
Now,
than the project manager,
Yes.
Andy Starkbaum.
so this one I'm most familiar with. This is the first project that was handed to me when I started about a year and a half ago. So we've been working with GBA tirelessly on getting this project. We were very fortunate to come in under bid last 2 weeks ago. So we've got everything in order for the bid alternates that we put in there. Really got us over the line, being able to come in under budget. The match and everything will line up accordingly, and there was very few items that were missed. Basically going from concrete to asphalt and then sod to regular seating. So everything will get completed as planned. It's just a few changes to alleviate some of the funding. We're looking for construction next year and wrapping up in 2026. Other than that, like I say, the bid came in under Mega KC was our choice, and the match and everything for the Dry Fork Greenway project.
Okay. Any other questions for Andy?
Andy, this is phase 1 of our flood control. Is that correct?
This is the only one, that we have at the moment.
And then
Yeah. So there are other phases in the future.
in the future.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I know there was some discussion on Friday about potential cost overruns, particularly on a project this size, and if those remaining funds, given that their origin is ARPA, if we can earmark those
We're
before
going
the
to
end
call
of the
that
year.
a force account of some nature, and GBA has worked with that in the past to have that.
Okay.
Approximately 10% is what we're looking at right now that we could have to
Right.
go back and forth if things, concrete just recently went up $10 a yard. So, there's going to be those kind of things, but we're pretty confident in the numbers that we looked at that they're going to come in just like they said. So.
Okay.
So what I understand is there'd be like a line item called force account, and that way it's not spent if it's not needed, but it's there and contracted by the deadline that we needed. Because the funding source is ARPA, and
Right. Which
we've got
has
to
a
be,
year-end deadline for
yeah,
allocation.
to be under
So just be in
obligation.
the contract.
Yep. Okay. Perfect.
Well, again, it's exciting to be this far along in the progress. Seems like when these projects come before us, it's like watching paint dry
Yeah.
until something finally starts happening. So I'll be excited
It's
once
hurry up and
some
then
dirt
wait.
begin to move.
This is normal.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, I'll entertain a motion to approve resolution number 1535, a resolution awarding the bid for the Dry Fork Greenway project construction phase and adopting an agreement with Mega KC Corporation in the amount of $3,446,468.25.
I make a motion to approve resolution number 1535. Consideration of notice of award and approval of the agreement to Mega KC for Dry Fork Greenway project.
Second.
Roll call, Shannon?
Councilman McGovern,
Yes.
Councilman Rennie,
Yes.
Councilman St. John,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Spear,
Yes.
Mayor Spawn.
Yes. Resolution is approved. Thank you, Andy.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for presenting. Chad would be proud.
No, he didn't take enough time.
That's true. Would you like to filibuster for a while?
Read Dr. Seuss.
All right, item number 7 on the agenda is consideration agreement with Downtown Excelsior Partnership for ARPA obligation, resolution number 1536. Lindsay's here, but...
I'll be glad to start. And
Okay.
So the city was obligated, let's see, a little over $2 million in ARPA funds. And we have been working at this. This will be our third year of projects that we've been working on. And we have until December 31st to obligate all the funds, and then a couple of years after that to actually spend them. So three projects that we've been discussing with Lindsay is she did a wayfinding project and a plan for the community. And also Lindsay and Brian have had conversations about upgrading the electrical panels in outside downtown for festivals. And then Lane of Lights needed a little bit of electrical work done as well. And so those are projects that we have talked about using ARPA funds for. And while she's not ready to obligate those by contract, we thought we would get them obligated from the city to Lindsay. And she's pretty far along about what she wants to do in terms of acquisition. Just didn't want to run into the deadline. So your resolution will show that the wayfinding signs is allocated in $50,000, electrical panel $100,000, the Lane of Lights was $6,000, and then we had $6,000 for the subscription with Placer AI, which is an annual subscription program.
Okay. Would you like to add anything to that, Lindsay? Okay.
I'll read it what?
Any questions for Molly on resolution number 1536? All right, I'll entertain a motion to approve resolution number 1536, a resolution approving an ARPA subrecipient agreement with Downtown Excelsior Partnership, Inc.
Move to approve resolution 1536, consideration agreement with DEP for ARPA obligation.
Second.
Roll call, Shannon?
Councilman St. John,
Yes.
Councilman McGovern,
Yes.
Councilman Rennie,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Spear,
Yes.
Mayor Spawn.
Yes. Resolution is approved. Number 8 on the agenda tonight is consideration of partnership agreement with Downtown Excelsior Partnership, resolution number 1537. Again, Molly will explain the details of this to the council.
We've been working on a project that would be funded by a 100% grant, and we have had, I will say that before we were aware of this grant, we've been working on several different studies that this grant seems to fit well with. Lindsay had been working with a consultant to prepare a downtown streetscape plan, and I believe she's worked for a pretty long time with her design team on developing this plan. And separate from that, you all know that we've been working on a Fishing River watershed study that had 4 projects. The first one is being awarded tonight to bid, and the 2 projects, additional projects that seem to be a good fit for this program. So the grant requires, it is a 100% grant up to $20 million. It's an energy and self-sufficiency grant. Let's see, what else is a good thing? Oh, it requires that you have 2 partners in the grant, one of which can be a city and one of which needs to be a community-based organization working in the neighborhood that you're working in. It also happened to be that there is a designated disadvantaged community in the area, which makes you a stronger application. So with all those things working together and the information that we've been able to put together, it became a perfect opportunity for us to apply for some things. So some of the projects that are being proposed is one, a downtown streetscape, which is about a $10 million project. It would include upgrades to sidewalks, streets, drainage in most of the, all through Broadway and Thompson. Street lights, bump out corners where you'll have a planting area and trees. The Fishing River watershed study, the projects 2 and 3, which those are about $5 million. One of those projects is actually located north of town, but the beneficiaries of that project would be in this disadvantaged community boundary. The 3rd project, flood project, is located in the vicinity of the Hitch Lot. Then we would also propose improvements in the Hall of Waters, $4 million, and that would enable us to take on the tower stabilization, the retrofitting of the doors to the outside, the water ball bar area, windows, doors, the water bar itself, then a renovation in the mezzanine level so it can be functional for more use than it's currently receiving. Another element of this grant is that there be a workforce training element. And Brian has worked with the school district and specifically the Career Center on developing a program that would generate jobs focused on green industry. And another project would be funds that are set aside for renovation of buildings. So the way we were structuring this, Lindsay would administer a grant program not unlike what she's been doing for the awning program in downtown. And it would enable people to apply for grants for commercial and residential buildings to address roofs, doors, windows, weatherization, HVAC. So there's a pretty well defined program that follows kind of the strategies that she's used before. And, should it work perfect world, those that are in training could also be supplying some of the work. But you don't know yet how that's all going to fit together. So that's the size of it: downtown streetscape, Fishing River improvements, Hall of Waters, workforce training, and a weatherization program. So we're excited about that. It's due on Thursday, and this is a key piece to the whole puzzle.
It's an exciting opportunity.
Very exciting.
Yeah. All right, any questions for Molly on this resolution? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to approve resolution number 1537, a resolution approving a partnership agreement with Downtown Excelsior Partnership, Inc.
I move that we approve resolution number 1537, consideration of partnership agreement with Downtown Excelsior Partnership.
Second.
Roll call, Shannon?
Councilman McGovern,
Yes.
Councilman St. John,
Yes.
Councilman Rennie,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Spear,
Yes.
Mayor Spawn.
Yes, resolution is approved. And we look forward to hearing exciting results in days to come. Our last item, but certainly not least, is our October 2024 review report and financials for review given by Vonda Floyd, our finance director.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, Mayor and Council. The Finance Department has provided for your review within your council packets details of appropriations and revenues for the month of October 2024. I wanted to highlight that there are 5 weeks of appropriations within that month, and that was the first month of our new fiscal year 25. The appropriations are in accordance with the city's purchasing policy and are as follows. The week of October the 3rd, $569,352.98. The week of October the 10th, $410,150.04. Appropriations for the week of October 17th, $89,151.12. October the 24th, $226,509.84. October the 31st, $549,190.38. And payroll on October the 15th, $419,639.57. And payroll on October the 31st of $430,734.19 for total appropriations of $2,694,728.12. And along with your packet, there was a revenue report of 35 pages, and on that last revenue page, you'll see total revenues received for the month of October of $2,236,987.50. Those items are for your review.
All right. Thank you very much,
You're
Monica.
welcome.
At this time, we'll enter into remarks. We'll begin with our city manager.
Just wanted to call your attention to the transmittals. One is we'll show you the results of the community grant program. So the city has a community grant program working in conjunction with the Community Foundation, and organizations in our community make application for projects. And so there's a pretty nice list of projects that will be funded. This other one is the Job Corps is inviting you to an event, and then there's some language regarding business license codes that's a little rough that we want to take a look at. That's all I have.
All right. We'll enter into time of remarks for City Council. We'll start over on my left with Councilman St. John.
Oh, a couple of things. One, I noticed that Carol Hunter has been here 39 years, and a 911. I had the opportunity to do that when I was in high school a little bit. Everybody should do at least 1 week of 911 dispatching. I'm sorry, you would have a whole different view of a lot of things. And to do that and be involved in that for 39 years, that's a tip of the hat, to say the least. And another thing that came up today, and I'm glad that Laura's here, because I was talking with someone that we all know, Mr. Jesse Hall. Mm-hmm. And he made the comment that he's had the chance to work with Laura, and he goes, "She's a rock star." So coming from him, that's saying something.
That is. That is.
Very nice.
Is that all?
That's it. Yeah.
All right, thank you, Councilman. Councilman Rennie.
Yes, so excited about representing our city at the Global Entrepreneurship Week in Kansas City at Union Station. On Wednesday, we're going to be part of a panel with Melinda Mahaffey, Brian Rice, myself, and Brianna from Fulton, Missouri. And so we're excited about answering that call. Our session is titled Igniting Innovation, Lessons from Connecting the Entrepreneurial Communities Conference. So we'll be talking about our upcoming conferences next year.
And you're the panel of experts, and when the question is asked, how do you get the vote out? Everybody points to Gary.
I will say this. I got votes by not saying I was a city councilman.
There you go.
Because I would hear about other things. So I introduced myself as Thrive Excelsior, Economic Vitality.
Very good. All right. Thank you, Gary. Councilman McGovern.
I would just echo Reggie's comments about Laura. She does a bang-up job. Our neighborhood program is just, will likely get recognized tonight. It's top of the line, and it's doing part, or not part, it's Laura's baby, and she's raising it well.
Yeah, very good. Mayor Pro Tem Spear.
Was having a conversation with someone this afternoon about just the value of community, and just, you know, you heard me say this before. I've traveled across the country over the last 38 years of my career, and man, there's just no place like home, just Excelsior Springs. And to the continuing to be neighborly, we have an event scheduled this Saturday. We have downtown shopping. We have a lighted Christmas parade. Somebody's lighting a tree.
It's already lit. That's going to be a pretty easy task.
But just invite everybody to come out and enjoy that evening. It sounds like the weather's going to be impeccable. So.
Yeah. It's going to feel a little more like winter on Saturday.
Yeah, high of 50s.
That's not bad.
It's been colder.
It's been worse, yes.
Yes, it has.
Oh, man.
All right, yeah, that's going to be a great time. That kicks off our Christmas tradition, and maybe we should be considering making application for the, how do you say that, Christmassiest city in Missouri? I don't know.
Wasn't there a competition in window? Is that happening again this year with the various businesses downtown?
It is.
Yeah.
All righty. All right. The only other thing I would add to that is this meeting seemed a lot less rushed because we were not up against a football game. And
I'm disappointed we're not having a closed session.
all right. With that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Meeting adjourned.